Mr. President, I rise to join my colleagues on the floor today to pay tribute to my colleague from Georgia, Senator Isakson, and to congratulate him on his retirement after 20 years in Congress, including the past 15 years in the United States Senate. We've worked together on key provisions of the Secure Act to improve retirement planning for millions of Americans. On behalf of the work he's done for veterans, the Veterans VA Mission Act, important to so many people who have served our country, and specifically working together on the Finance Committee for the last 6 years on important issues like affordable housing. There's been no better advocate for the affordable housing tax credit, helping to secure billions of dollars in funding for affordable housing nationwide, than Senator Isakson. Now, it is true that my colleague Senator Hatch and I had a bill that helped to increase the affordable housing tax credit, but I guarantee you there is nobody that understood it better, could explain it better, and could bring more colleagues to join us in support of it than Johnny Isakson. I was amazed at a debate in the Finance Committee as some of our colleagues weren't quite sure of their support, but by the time Johnny Isakson was done speaking, I think they had to backtrack their opposition and wonder if they would ever take him on in a debate again. And I thank him for that, because that's an issue that has complexity to it, but at its heart and soul is really about providing affordable housing to our fellow human beings, and Johnny knew that. So I have so appreciated him joining us this year again as we fight to get more affordable housing. We also have worked together on very small things. Our colleague, Senator Fisher, to make sure that military service members didn't get charged cancellation fees for TV and internet services when they were deployed, and to work on diverse issues like mass timber innovation and funding for community health centers. So one thing is clear, though, that when you work on all of these issues with Johnny Isakson, that you realize not only is there great integrity behind the purpose of what he focuses on, great intelligence that he brings to the debate, but there also is just a general kindness to his personality. You know, sometimes I think that today we've lost that kindness and ability to work across the aisle. When you read stories about our past predecessors, whether it was in the time of Scoop Jackson and Warren Magnuson, I kept thinking, did they get along because they had to stay here? They couldn't travel all the way back to the Pacific Northwest, so they bonded together. Many of them lived in rooming houses together, did all sorts of activities, and got to know each other. And many times our colleagues lament that where has this Senate gone? Well, I think today we saw at lunch, and many times over the hospitality of barbecue with Johnny Isakson, that you don't have to be with each other on weekends, or you don't have to stay here to get to know people. That the ability to communicate just a little bit of niceness, a little bit of civility, a little bit of I will work with you on this important issue is what it takes to make the Senate work. So Johnny, I just want to congratulate you for 20 years of service in the United States Senate, but more importantly, reminding us what the Senate should be about. That just a few words and a few examples and a common attitude can really bring us together and mount an effort to surpass the biggest obstacles that we face because of our regions and our ideologies. And that is what we have to get back to. So as you go home to Georgia, I hope that you will take our great gratitude for reminding us of all of that. And I know that you will always have a smile, a quick wit about you, something nice to say, and we will always remember you as a senator who not only got things done, but made us feel like the Senate again. Thank you, Johnny.